Welcome to the 6th week of Italian cuisine in the world. My name is Viola Buitoni, and in collaboration with the Italian Culture Institute in San Francisco, we will be presenting a series of videos to explore Italy by pasta. Pasta is the Italian ingredient par excellence. We all love it, we all want to cook it every day or more. So follow us during these 5 short videos to learn how to incorporate 5 modern classics in your everyday cooking. Welcome to my kitchen, and I will see you on the other side. Today's recipe will honor not just the colors of the flag of Italy, but also some of the most beloved ingredients of its cuisine. Rigatoni will be dressed with some Marzano tomatoes, some locally made chips ricotta, and some basil. Follow me as I make rigatoni ai pomodori e ricotta. To make a rigatoni, we are going to proceed as follows. We have our water boiling, which is nicely salted water, 1 heaping tablespoon for 3 quarts of water. We also have our tomatoes, ricotta, rigatoni of course, and some basil, a little olive oil, a little salt, and some pepper. Before we put the rigatoni in, we want to get the sauce going. To get the sauce going, we're going to pour our tomatoes in a bowl, and then using either your hands or scissors, we're going to just snip and mash the tomatoes. Let's take the empty can, fill it halfway or 2/3 of the way with warm water, swirl the water around so that it picks up all the juice, and then just pour it over our tomatoes. The other 2 flavors for our tomato sauce will be a bit of basil, just whole leaves, that's it, maybe 2 or 3, and then 1 garlic clove. I just want 1 peeled garlic clove, and there's an easy way to peel it. I slightly smash it, comes right out. I have coated the bottom of a saucepan with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, and I have added my peeled garlic clove. I am now going to turn on the flame. I am staying at about medium here because I don't want to burn my garlic. When I smell the garlic, I'm going to go on and add the tomatoes that I smashed. My basil leaves, and of course some salt. I would say that it is going to need a couple of teaspoons of salt, 1 and 2. I'm going to stir everything. Maybe just mash it a little more. When this comes to the boil, I am going to turn it to medium low so that it keeps kind of simmering lively without boiling over. As soon as your tomatoes are covered, you can go ahead and put your pasta in the boiling water. Here are my rigatoni. These are probably enough for about 3 people. Rigatoni do grow quite a bit and they're quite filling. I'm going to put them in, give it a stir so it doesn't stick, and put the cover back on. As soon as the water comes back to the boil, you can remove the cover. We're going to cut our basil. The issue with basil is that if you just toss it on your cutting board and chop it, it's going to become very bruised and release bitter liquid. So there is actually a little trick for that. What you want to do is you want to stack your leaves of basil, and you want to roll them tightly the long way. Then take your knife and just go back and forth to make very, very, very thin ribbons. You can keep your knife very slightly slanted and then kind of move down with the blade to get your little ribbons. Your basil is ready. Now I also have some basil flowers here. The flowers I'm going to leave whole, both for decoration and for just giving a wonderful little punch of basil at the end of the dish. Our sauce looks about ready. I want to try to make sure the salt and peppers are just as I like them. Take a little spoon. There actually is no pepper, so I have to add that, but the salt is just right. Using my trusted pepper mill. grating some fresh pepper, and adding probably about a quarter of a teaspoon to the sauce. We can go ahead and get rid of the garlic unless you really like garlic. In that case, you can leave it in. Our rigatoni are almost ready, so I want to start building my sauce. First thing I do is I'm going to take the ricotta and put it in the platter in which I will be serving the pasta. Then I'm going to go over to my pasta and get about half a cupful of that nice starchy cooking water. Pour it on the ricotta. I am going to use a whisk to break this down. I also want to add a couple of tablespoons of Parmigiano. 1, 2. And stir it in. Right before moving your pasta into the bowl, just get about a ladle full of your tomato sauce and stir it into the ricotta. We are going to use a handheld strainer to get it out of the water and into the bowl. See what I'm doing? I'm kind of going up and down a few times. I'm going to mix them. Let them suck up some of that water that I put in the ricotta. And then I am going in with a little more sauce. Let's give it one last drizzle of olive oil. All the beautiful basil, especially the flowers. Last but not least, a little more Parmigiano. For today's Italy by Pasta, in the occasion of the 6th week of the Italian cuisine in the world, I am presenting rigatoni with San Marzano e ricotta. Thank you to the Italian Culture Institute in San Francisco and its director, Anna Maria Di Giorgio, for supporting my project to explore Italy by all of its ingredients. Thank you for watching and enjoy your lunch.